Well, the latest on the investigation into the blast that took place in Pune yesterday. Headlines Today has learned through sources that the National Investigation Agency has intercepted some internet chats from Pakistan that were planning to target Maharashtra police, especially in Pune. This conversation is from 13th of July, which has been intercepted and comes at a time when the terror angle into Pune blast is being probed. Remember, there was an explosion yesterday outside a police station in Pune, in which 3 people were injured. Well, Sahil Joshi is joining us from Mumbai with more details. Sahil, could you just take us through the chat that has been intercepted and the possible park link that is being probed?
See, these chats were intercepted in July 2013, just before the arrest of Asadullah Akhtar, the Indian Mujahideen man in India. The chats was happening through the messenger service, and it was happening between Mirza Shadab Beg, who is an Indian Mujahideen key person in Pakistan, and he has given a code name to Asadullah Akhtar by name A7, and they were having a chat. In that chat, Mirza Shadab Beg guides Asadullah Akhtar and tells him that now they will be changing their way of attacking in India. Rather than doing blasts, small blasts, they should target policemen, and if need be, they should be firing at them. So the new tactics should be used. That's what he's trying to guide. And what police is thinking is that there is a possibility that this particular guide issued by the Indian Mujahideen key persons and handlers in Pakistan. After Asadullah's arrest, there is a possibility of a new model which can be developed. And yesterday, while speaking to media, even Maharashtra's Home Minister R.R. Patil had mentioned that Maharashtra police was on target, and it looks like that through the chats it was quite clear that how the handlers were guiding their modules in India to target Maharashtra police at this point of time.
All right, Atir Khan, in fact, is also joining us. We know Maharashtra ATS is looking at this case, the blast that took place outside a police station in Pune yesterday, in which several people were injured, Atir. But it's significant, these intercept that the NIA is talking about from the 13th of July, which they've picked up from some chat rooms, and they go to suggest how the police in Maharashtra could be a target.
Well, that's right. You see, in the wake of this blast, investigation is being carried out by not just ATS, but also the NIA is looking into it at a very macro level. However, we are getting to know from our sources is that whatever information NIA is getting, it is sharing with the ATS as far as investigations are concerned. And since this chat was intercepted during trawling of the net communication, it could be useful piece of evidence, and it could give some clue, some indication behind the groups which are active. They have been, Pune has been a hotbed of terrorism. There were a number of operatives who have been arrested from there. So therefore, no chances are being taken. All possible clues and the antecedents, the backgrounds of the groups active there are being looked into to see whether they have yet again become active in that region.
Right. Let me also get a quick check from Sahil as far as the investigations are progressing. The government has said that they haven't ruled out terror angle as yet, but what is the evidence that is being gleaned through at the moment, or any particular leads that the police and the investigation agencies are following?
See, unfortunately, right now, police doesn't have much in their hands. They know that the bike on which the bomb was planted is a stolen bike, and that also belongs to a policeman from Satara. That bike was stolen from the court area in Satara and from the district court area from Satara, and from there the bike was brought to Pune, and it was used specifically for these particular blasts. Now the bomb which was planted at Pune Faraz Khana site, the site itself is a police parking place, so it was pretty clear that they were trying to target the policemen there whose bikes were parked at that particular place. Also, the Khurshed Halwai Ganpati temple, which has always been a target of the terrorists since last 5 to 6 years, is hardly few minutes away from that particular spot. So now the police is also checking at the old inputs which they have got before arrest of Yasin Bhatkal. They also want to know if they also want to check it out whether the Yasin Bhatkal and the 3 people arrested with Yasin Bhatkal, along with Yasin Bhatkal, have they developed any module which was being used as a sleeping module at this point of time in Pune, and few of them are actually leading such kind of attacks, and is there any possibility of future attacks? But they are going through all the angles at this point of time. There is nothing much they have got from the available footage they have from the area, because in Pune there have been people have been talking about putting up CCTV cameras, but that has not yet happened, so they do not have any conclusive footage in their hand. But ATS is looking into it, as Atir was mentioning. They are looking at it at the micro level. They are coordinating with NIA if there are any fresh inputs from NIA regarding this particular attack. But yes, ATS and Maharashtra police knew that Pune has always been a target, and after the recent incidences of criminal violence in Pune, they knew that such kind of attacks is a possibility. So now they are looking from that angle as well.
Sahil Joshi and Atir Khan, thank you both for joining us. Well, Pune, of course, has seen a lot of terror attacks in the past. In fact, it's the homegrown terror outfits that have been held responsible for these attacks. It's interesting that the NIA is probing a park link to the explosion that took place yesterday outside a police station. In the meantime, an alert has been sounded in Mumbai after this low-intensity blast that went off in Pune yesterday. 3 people were injured in this blast, and the state government isn't ruling out a terror angle.
The site of a low-intensity explosion in front of Pune's Faraz Khana police station.
Low-intensity blast है, उसमें मुख्य तौर पे छोटे-छोटे बॉल बेयरिंग और कुछ कीला को लेके एक ब्लास्ट किया गया है.
Why are you saying so that the blast was powerful?
Because actually my office is in front of the incident. My office is sitting 40-50 meters away. I think you can see the one hole is there in my glass that has come here, and it has passed in through. Same place, in the same way, other side also it is there. I think it is 16 meters away. So, and second thing, sound was so big and vibration was there. So I think it was a very serious blast.
The explosive placed on a two-wheeler found to have been stolen from Satara in Maharashtra. Nails, ball bearings were used in the device found at the scene. The MHA is closely monitoring the investigation, considering Pune's brush with terror attacks in the last 4 years. The blast outside the German bakery in 2010 that left 17 people dead, and the series of 4 low-intensity explosions in 2012 believed to be the handiwork of the Indian Mujahideen.
According to information that I received from Pune, from the Commissioner Police Pune and from the Home Minister of Maharashtra, a low-intensity IED was placed on a motorcycle in the Faraz Khana police station area. The blast took place after 2 p.m. today. 3 persons received minor injuries, and a few motorcycles which were parked nearby were damaged.
The state of Maharashtra, as a result, has now been placed on red alert. Bureau Report, Headlines Today.